started getting so angry. They were loving and wonderful, but they could get pissed. And when they came in and found that I had yet again peed in the bed at 7 years old, then at 8 years old, then at 9 years old, they became more and more and more and more angry. And they started saying things to me that when time passed, they regretted so much having said. They called me so many names. They called me lazy and crazy and won't even get out of the bed to go to the bathroom, peeing all over this stuff. I'm going to hang your sheets out the window and put a magic marker sign on them. Carly pees the bed. Let your friends see it. I'm telling you, I was already in hell by some folks they didn't know about. And then I'm in hell on my own because I'm ashamed I'm peeing in bed. I didn't connect the two things. Just two hells going on. And then mom and dad add another hell, which is attacking me with such harsh words about something I couldn't do anything about. Well, over the years, I have grown to be happy, and I've assumed that that little boy is taken care of now. But I got to tell you, one day I was doing a meditation, this was only a few months ago, and during the meditation I turned into a ball of light, and the ball of light just threw through the air, and the next thing you know, I'm on Brown Street in Springfield, Illinois, which is the street that I lived on when I lived in Illinois when I was a kid. I'm on Brown Street, and I start walking from the corner up the street. The house that I lived in then has been torn down for years. It's just an empty lot now. But when I walked down the street as a ball of light, I approached where my house still was. As I told my class yesterday, do you know why the house was still there in the year 2011? 2011, and the house I thought got torn down in the 60s is there because it never was on the street. It was always here. It was always here. So it was still there when I turned into a ball of light during a meditation and visited it. And I didn't have to open the door. I walked through the front door. And I floated up the stairs in the early morning. And sure enough, I heard this little boy with muffled crying. I walked over into the room. There were two bunk beds on this side. I saw my baby sister a little older than her. I saw my brother on the bottom bunk on this side. And I saw this little rascal on the top, called 7. And he had his face buried in the pillow. And he was sobbing. And he was saying, I can't believe I peed in the bed again. Mom and Dad, you're going to be so mad. Dear God, dear God, dear God, you got to tell me what's going on. I don't like being alive no more. I really, really don't. I just want to get out of here. I just want to go home. Dear God, please, Jesus, could you just take me home? Oh my God, Mom and Dad are going to come in here any minute. I hope Daddy don't hang my sheets out the window. I think I would die. I crawled up in the bunk bed. This was as real as me walking on the stage. It's as real as you are. I climbed up in that bunk bed next to that little kid. And I said, Carly, everything is going to be okay. And he said, no, it's not. Never, ever, ever. And I went, everything is going to be okay. And he looked up from the pillow and he looked into my eyes and he said, how do you know? And I smiled and said, because, buddy, you're going to grow up to be me. And I'm a happy guy. I have courage. I have confidence. I'm delighted to be alive. You are going to grow up to be me. And every painful thing you are experiencing will have been put into the hands of God in me and used for the highest purpose available to me. Guess what, Carly? He goes, you're kidding. I go, no, this is the truth. Guess what? Not only are you going to be okay, but what you do to earn your income. You know how Daddy works at the factory and Mama teaches school? Yeah. You're going to speak to people in ways that uplift them, in ways that remind them that you can use anything that occurs to be as amazing as you want to be. Mom and Dad are going to come into the room any minute, and they're going to start yelling at you. And Chrissy, and Rhonda, and Checky, they're going to start teasing you. But even while you're embarrassed, or even while you're scared, even while you're upset, now you have a secret. You're going to grow up to be me. And I'm one of the happiest cats I know. The Lord I am is God. The presence of the Almighty in me really is my shepherd. And does lead me beside still waters and into green pastures. And that's not in conflict with saying, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow. You see, I've learned that even as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I haven't left the green pastures. I haven't left the still waters. They're still there, just hiding. And I notice them. And I use them. When Mama died, I told you I promised her 3 things. I will be more quick to forgive. I will be more slow to anger. And I will start concentrating on what's really, really important as opposed to what is not. I told her, Mama, I love God so much. We sang a song in the Pentecostal church, I love the Lord. He heard my cry and answered every plea. I sang that song as a child, and I'm the living proof of it as I stand before you today. And I cannot thank my God enough. We sang another song which said, if I had the tongues of 1,000 angels, still I could not say how good God has been to me. Not since I left Springfield, Illinois, and the abuse and molestation happened, but every single day of